Hey, welcome back to another episode of Fossils in Archaeology. And today, I actually have a plan this time, because I've been thinking, I cannot decide for the life of me what dinosaur I should do next. There's just so many that I just don't know what to pick. I was thinking of doing the Megalosaurus, but you know what I decided to do? I am going to make a dinosaur Lotto machine. 3,000. And it pretty much is going to select for me. I randomized. I hope at least. I don't know how I'm going to build this. Or at least I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. No guarantees because my redstone kind of sucks. I ain't going to lie. No promises. But as you can tell, I got a butt ton of fossils that I bought off the villagers. So we're going to go ahead and put these babies in. And then let those go on. Because I do want to figure out. I just can't, for the life of me, figure out what I want to do next, because that's part of it is laziness, and part of it is there's some that are gonna take a lot longer, probably a T-Rex one, Spinosaurus, Brachiosaurus. I mean, those are gonna be big. I mean, my builds. Why is it taking so long? I usually go really big on my builds. I mean, look at the Dilophosaurus. That's just a Dilophosaurus. Granted, the Dimorphodon was decently small. Oh, by the way, they actually grew up. I forgot the names already. One of them was Poppy, I know that for sure. They actually look pretty cool. Let's check out the Dilophosaurs while we're at it. And I can't find them for some reason. They're so difficult to find. They really blend in well. But as you can tell, my enclosures are pretty big. So if I end up getting I was playing Bedrock for a second, spamming the thing. I just can't figure out what I'm gonna build, so I'm gonna build this to solve all my problems. It's just gonna be pretty much randomizing the DNA, which I hope it works. I don't know, it's gonna work, though I don't know exactly how I'm gonna build this, to be honest. I have an idea, but oh my god, instead of redstone. Okay, so first off, we need a water stream. Now, I think I'm gonna do a bubble elevator in the middle. It's still water. Damn. There's gonna be a water elevator in the middle of the centipede. Oh, and then it's just gonna be a loop around that water column. I'll show you guys more after I clear this. So I'll get the basic. How far can a water stream go? 7? I'll get the basic stuff down, and then I'll be taking. I don't know what I'm saying. Golly, okay, never mind. Just go already. Okay, we are back. So, a lot has happened, as you can clearly see. Sadly, some of the recordings from previous recordings got corrupted. I don't know, it didn't even record, to be honest. I don't even know what happened, but it didn't record. But nothing much, or nothing too big has happened, but it's pretty much, I don't remember where I left off, actually. I probably should check. But it's pretty much the design. Obviously, it's going to be turned into glass. We're going to have some sort of way to turn it on. It has to be a lever, I think, at least. It's going to be a lever. All of this is going to be pretty much glass. Down here, we have the chest with all the DNA, where the DNA is going to go. That's pretty much how it works. And then we have the dispenser. This dispenser dispenses into soul sand bubble elevator. And then this is the hopper clock, or not hopper clock, but infinite clock or whatever. I don't know what the redstone term is. I forgot what the redstone term is. And then after that, actually first off, I'm gonna go bed because that's actually really annoying that it's turning dark. So I'll go sleep real quick. And then, let's see. So it brings up the DNA. Once it shoots up, it'll go into this loop. So all the DNA will be looping around this entire loop, which will be filled with glass, so you'll be able to see. I actually like the idea of that going on. Maybe I should change that. And then it'll be looping around pretty much. And then I'll tell you guys what this is about. So it loops around. And then eventually when I turn that lever, it's going to activate this piston. Oh wait, it's already on. Okay, well right now it's on. But once I turn it on, it will be dispensing DNA. The DNA will shoot up. And then this will actually be pulled up. when when I turn on the lever on right now. So it'll be in an infinite loop. The DNA will be going in an infinite loop. And then once I turn that off, once all the DNA is done and I turn that off randomly, so it mixes the DNA kind of a little bit, this piston will drop down and it'll block the DNA from continuing looping around. And then this piston down here pulls this block and opens up a little hole where the DNA will fall. And then once the DNA falls, we have another water stream down here, which will bring it over here, and then it'll push out the DNA over here. Now, I had a problem, which I was talking about before my video, or I talked about in the previous recording with that didn't record for some reason. It just had a blank screen, sadly. The DNA doesn't properly sort, or not sort, but it doesn't all go in the hoppers for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I could demonstrate it. Let me demonstrate it. I had the hoppers over here. I placed the hoppers originally first on like these, where these fresh blocks were, so it could catch it. The basic idea is, well, I should explain this first, but basic idea is the whole loop thing is to mix the DNA a little bit, kind of mix the DNA a little bit, and then the singular DNA, and then randomly, once all the DNA is done dispensing and they're all looping around, after like a while, I'll randomly switch this lever, which will stop all the DNA, and all the DNA will plop down, right? So it's kind of random. And then the DNA will flop down here, and then the amount of DNA, so like per se, I have like 10 dinosaurs left out of all like the 90 dinosaur DNA that they have. It will all get caught in these hoppers, and then there's going to be one DNA, because all these hoppers are already full of unique singular DNA. One DNA will come out and fly out in my face. And that will be the dinosaur that I will be making an enclosure for next, which is the basic idea. Now, I had a problem with the hoppers. I'll show you guys real quick. I'll show you guys right here. I'll show you guys an example of what I had first, because it didn't want to work. This is how I had it previously. I'll put it over here. It'll be easier. This is how I previously had it. I'll go ahead and block this off too. So I had a hopper something like this, right? So I have currently 16 DNA, so that'll be 15 slots for hoppers. So it should catch all 15 DNA except for one, and that one will fly out, right? So we have all the DNA in here. So let me turn this on and give you examples. So the DNA flies up real quick. Okay, so now the DNA is done, correct? So now I wait a couple seconds. Actually, I'll show you guys what it looks like on top. It's actually pretty cool. So now the DNA is just going around in circles, right? And there's gonna be a lot more DNA, obviously. I'm just doing 16 as a test. And as you can see, this is this iron bar is upwards. So now they're looping, and this block is closed because this is activated by the piston. I'm gonna fix the redstone, obviously, but right now I just want to get this finished, or try to get it to work, but it's not gonna finish. And now once I turn that lever, flip the lever again, this piston will be pushed downwards, which will stop DNA, and this piston will retract, which will open up the hole down there. Now, because I don't want anything glitching, I had this on a delay, so this one pushes down first and then this one opens up. Otherwise, I feel like something weird would happen. I didn't test it out, but I just did that because for fun. Mainly because I had a feeling something would mess up because of that. But let me flick this lever, and then the DNA flops down. Yep. Then let's see. Yep, there you go. See? Even though there's only 16 DNA, I see it. For some reason, this hopper didn't catch the DNA. It caught all these ones, but for some reason, it didn't catch either Gallimimus or the Confuciusaurus, which is, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know why it does it like that. It's possible, I don't know. But it's supposed to catch that, and then see all slots were full, which is the basic idea. And then it give me the Gallimimus DNA. I can't speak English right now. Oh my god dang. It gives me the Gallimimus DNA, which is what the selection of the dinosaur Lotto was supposed to do. It gives me one DNA, and then I don't even have to worry about deciding for myself what enclosure I want to build next. So pretty much forces me to build whatever it gives me. It's kind of scary, because if I get a T-Rex, that's going to be like a 2-week project. Oh god, bro. Why am I doing this to myself? Well, that's pretty much the basic idea. Here, let me try again. let me show you guys again. So if you guys have any ideas, please comment below on how I should be sorting this, because I'm not too much of a resto genius or much of a Minecraft problem solver. Well, I know some basics, but like, I don't know. Don't really have much time at the moment, so we'll go ahead and let these guys out. It's funny because you could actually see like the particles when the DNA splashes around, so you can see it like right there. So I'll go ahead and open this again. DNA's falling out, and then as you can see, more DNA, another round of DNA's flopping out. Ah. It worked out perfectly this time. What? Okay, well, it seems to be consistent. I don't know what's worse. It works, but it's inconsistent, or it just doesn't work at all. I don't. Oh my gosh. Let me try this again. What? Why did it work that time and not the other time? Am I going crazy? I gotta remember, the more DNA I add to this, the more broken it's gonna be. There's only 16. I'm gonna have like more than 16. I'm gonna have like freaking like 50 DNA going around in circles in this. That's so weird. I should have counted. No, it was 16, yeah. Okay, let me flip the lever again. DNA falls down. Okay, more DNA around. Maybe this does work. I'm very confused because well, you guys saw the first one, right? What? Okay, well, I'm trying this a third time. Maybe it needs to pick up speed. Maybe because I'm not letting it run for a while. Let me run it for a while. I'm not going crazy, right, guys? You saw the first time I did this, it didn't work. What the heck? Let me make sure this all goes. Maybe I have to run it for a while. Maybe it only works if I don't. Okay, so I'll give it like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, pull the lever. Maybe it's because I didn't let it go on for long enough. We'll see. Okay, see, now this is what I'm talking about. Why? Why did it not get caught over here is my question. I could always just actually, I don't know, even if it does, even if I put a block here, it does seem like the last hopper doesn't seem to be picking them up for whatever reason, but that's pretty much the problem so far I have. As you can see, so these are supposed to go here and it'll give me 1 DNA, which would be the constant axis. Oh man, my pronunciation's the best. But like I said, if you guys have any comments down below, oh actually no, as you saw earlier, I did have the hoppers to the side, but I kind of ran into the same problem. Yeah, but if you guys have any ideas, please comment below. I'm gonna do some testing on this too. But I don't think I'm gonna finish this because I don't know, I hate things when it gives me a headache. I've been working on this for a while already, even though it doesn't look too complicated. It's really not, to be honest. It's really not. But I don't feel like using my brain right now. I just got done with a test. It was terrible. By the way, I studied for like 30 minutes. We'll see what I get. We'll see. But that's the problem so far. But that's the basic idea. So if you guys have any ideas, please comment below. And I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.